Hello, this is Godel. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle series. Today we are in nowhere actually. We're like between the Lucian Waters and Verdant Glen, but since we're here, let's take a look to see what's available. No perspective. We have one hidden cube, one glide ring, hidden ring, I mean. We have one pattern grid. That might be pretty tough. We might not do too much over here today. And how many match threes? We have one match three. The match threes reset in 17 minutes, so that sounds like it's probably the same match three I couldn't find when I was running around yesterday. So I probably am not going to do that. However, I was running around here earlier, and I think I might have heard a hidden cube over here. Let's give it a listen. Oh yeah, definitely a hidden cube. Awesome. So we found the one hidden cube we were missing. That's great. That's great. Do I want to stick around and look for that match 3? Seeing as I already looked for it yesterday, not really. I don't want to look around at the same places and find the same match 3s I already solved. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I think we are going to leave Lucian Waters early this episode. This is not going to be a Lucian Water heavy episode unless I like see the puzzle right now. No, I do not. So yeah, let's get out of here, and it's just going to be too difficult to go around and find like one single pattern grid. There's only one pattern grid, one hidden ring, and one match 3 in all of the whole area, and yeah, it's just like preposterously difficult to find a single puzzle in such a big area like this. So we go, we leave, goodbye, see ya, sayonara. Let's go over and check our congruence per usual. And we'll actually kind of like do all the puzzles on the way since we have the time this time. So we need to make light snakes, and we do not want to make any of these touch. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna be doing something like this with C, something like this with E, and D and A, and we should be all done. And oh, I am not gonna miss a free hidden archway. What's our daily quest look like? We have a match 3 Wanderers quest that I picked up after the end of the previous episode. We have 15 out of 15 sky drops already. Okay, so we didn't need to do that. We might want to take a stop by the Temple of Infinite Rings to get these armillary rings. Better to do them there, since I actually need to do them there still. But yeah, let's head over here. We're actually not really finding that many puzzles. Maybe we're reaching a critical mass where there are not a whole ton of puzzles left to do over here. So as we're walking over to congruence, it's like, yeah, you've done all these. You've been here many times. But anyways, let's see what we have down here. Kind of the par for the course, right? No puzzles available. I mean, there's this free hidden ring, which I'll absolutely take. And then this grid right here. Let's see, connect all light and dark. And no squares. Okay, well, we know this goes like that. And I misbooked the last tile. You hate to see it, but that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, let's go to our little island over here. I see a hidden ring for starters. That's good. Anything else in here? Doesn't really look like we have any other spawns besides this 5-pipper up here. Okay, no corner diagonal, however you want to call this, so I'm gonna have to think about this one. We cannot do a dark tile here, for example, because that would block these two in. This is 5 tiles. Let's see, this is 6 tiles across this way. If we do a dark tile here, we would have to do a dark tile here and here, which would make this be light, 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 light. That doesn't really seem to be an issue. If we put a light tile here, we have to put light tiles here, here, and here. Still not really an issue. This one might be a little bit harder to break into than the average puzzles we've been seeing. Let's think about this one for a minute. We've like got the time, right? We've already checked Elution and Congruent, so let's see. So let's see here. If we put a dark tile here, I think I'm gonna have to doodle this because I'm trying to imagine it in my head and it's just too much to imagine. If we put a dark tile here, we're gonna end up with something like this, where we have to have either 3 dark tiles over here, which block all of this. And that's not valid because all of these have to get up there. Okay, now I'm seeing something here. Okay, so on this, we have to have, wherever this is, it directly blocks the other column. So they have to be either directly next to each other, like this, or they have to be staggered in a way like... No, maybe they can't really be staggered either. Yeah, so I think the only way to do this over here actually is going to be like this. That lets us do this up here. And then here we now have to do this. Here we do this, and then that. Okay. That was a kind of a tough pattern to spot there. I think Autumn Falls is actually one of the zones that we're most caught up in, right behind Serene Deluge, so we need to catch up more in the Verdant Glen and Shady Wildwood. So let's head over towards the Shady Wildwood, I think is what we're going to do today. And when does the Lucent Waters match 3 change over? In 10 minutes. So if I remember in 10 minutes, I'll take a look to see how many new match 3s are available, and we might go over there. Might not. I'll see. It's only like a match 3, a hidden ring, and a pattern grid in the whole area, so that might be a little bit tough to find anything. Alright. We got some of our favorite... I feel like I've done this puzzle before. It seems so familiar. Alright. We need to... 1 symbol per light area. Okay. And no dark squares. So let's see. This one must be dark because none of the galaxies can get to it. No galaxies can reach this one, so now we know we have to go like this. These can't touch, so those can't go over there. There has to be a galaxy at least right here to block this 2x2. And it cannot go any further. Let's see, we have to have a light cell here, dark there, this is dark, and that is dark. Okay. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into here in the Shady Wildwoods today. Alright, hidden cube. tiny little sentinel stone here. We just actually earned a Mirabilis. We have earned the 560 hidden puzzles of Shady Wildwood Mirabilis. Awesome. So that is now 51 out of 52 of the Mirabilis for this area. The last one we need is movement puzzles. Oh, that's that's kind of a tough one, right? We need 125, and we're at 109. There's only 5, 8, 9 puzzles available in the whole area today. Well, it's nice to have a new Mirabilis because we don't really get those anymore. We have like almost all of them in the whole game. Where might this matchbox be? Here's a maze for us to do as well. Let's go in this maze and then we'll come back to that matchbox. Oh, the entrance is over here. Okay. Alright, looks like we're gonna go back and around. So let's go. Then we're gonna go up here. Nope, not up there. Alright, we have one more floor. Do a quick sentinel stone. Air quote quick. I mean, it's quick when it, like, solves itself, basically, but no such luck on this one. This one needs a little finessing. This looks good here. Okay. I got some lotuses. Probably do not want these to touch over here. Probably don't want these to touch. These can't touch over there. Let's see here. This looks good. That kind of seemed like a little intro to Lotus's puzzle. Alright, we didn't get our matchbox over here. Let's go back and look around for it. So, time to play ye old game of if I were a matchbox on a rock, where would my buddy be? I'm inclined to think on another rock, right? Like, yeah, here we go. Good stuff. Let's go, like, up here. I feel like we do not go up here very often. Let's see what this glide ring is looking for. Looks like we are looking at this 4-star puzzle over here. Alright, that was pretty straightforward. I hear a hidden cube. I hear 2 hidden cubes, actually. So here's 1. And there's 2. Okay, cool. We have a matchbox here. There's his buddy. I actually didn't look at the symbol, I just assumed it was. Oh, here's a float orbs. Alright, let's see where we're going for this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is going to be not many orbs, but it's kind of a long course. So gliding between these is going to be important to maximize our speed. I messed up the glide there, but let's see if it matters. Did not matter. We beat it by 0.46 seconds. That is good enough for me. Alright. Oh boy, rolling block puzzle. Let's see. So we have... We don't want to go down. We could do something like this, but this doesn't work exactly. So let's try going right and then left. That kind of ends up with the same issue over here. So what if we just go up, and then we go left, and we come at this from this direction? Alright, there we go. Got it. That's it. Some shy auras up here flashing in and out of existence rapidly. What kind of shy aura are you, buddy? I'll tell you what kind of shy aura you are. You're the captured kind. Do you guys like not like it when I teleport directly on top of shy auras? Do you feel like that's cheap? Alright, here we go. A wandering echo. I feel like there was another shy aura somewhere. Like up here, isn't it? There's a matchbox right here that I missed, but we can still get it from the ground. Oop. Not sure what that noise was. Actually, I know exactly what that noise was. Here's an interesting matchbox. I bet the red version of this matchbox is actually somewhere extremely obvious. Because this has an extremely constricted view of where you can even see this thing from. Or maybe it's also in a very constricted view and I have to find the two intersections of where those views intersect. Is this even red or green? It's a green one. Okay. Oh, here it is. It's right behind it. Maybe I overcomplicated that one a little bit. I don't know. Feels good to just be able to walk around and be like, oh, here's a puzzle, here's a puzzle, here's a puzzle. Buddy, hold up. Okay, jeez. That wandering echo, like, just went screaming out of there. Look how fast it is. What on earth is this thing? Oh, that was a fast wandering echo, jeez. Okay. We got it. I saw several puzzles along the way I would like to get. So let's just clean up as we catch up on the wild goose chase that guy just sent us on. Is this a hidden ring? Oh man, look at this thing. Barely even saw it. So as we were going up, I think I saw something in here? Maybe not. Maybe it was up higher. So I saw this hidden ring up here. I see a hidden archway right here. And what else was up here? A matchbox, maybe? Okay, yeah, matchbox. So where is this guy's buddy gonna be at? Just like on the other side of over here, maybe? No. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little bit more hidden. By a little bit more hidden, I mean take like 3 more seconds to find. Alright, let's take a look at Lucian Waters really quick. Match 3s have just reset, and we have 4 out of 4 of the currently spawned puzzles, so we are not worried about that. Okay. That means we can just continue over here without a worry in the world. Alright, here's a tiny not match 3 rolling block puzzle, but it's done anyway, so it's not relevant actually. We got a maze with gaps in the floors. Those are always fun. Nope, okay. I thought we could maybe just go straight to that pad, but that was not the case. Kind of a tough maze to navigate over here. Not gonna get the part time, it looks like. Did this maze, like, was there a shortcut here? Yeah, look at that. If I had looked up and saw there was no ceiling here, I could have just jumped up on the edge of this and made it all the way up. Dang. Well, I'm typically okay having missed that, to be honest. That's, it's just a 1 tier of a par bonus. It happens. Here's a maze we are not doing. First of all, because I've done it. Second of all, it's one of those multi-layer mazes that I really do not enjoy. I think the puzzle looked like this. There we go. Managed to get a perfect solve on a memory good. That's always good for extra points. Alright, 1 symbol per light and dark area. Pretty straightforward. Here's a fresh maze for us. "18-second par time. Looks like we want to head around this way. Got a few matchboxes over here. A hidden ring up here. Hidden pentad down here. We'll have our work cut out for us, don't we? So there's the matchbox, one of them at least. Here's a hidden ring. There's another matchbox. It's in a tree. I'm always cautious of the ones that are in a tree. Oh no, here's a really awful looking float orbs. Look at this thing. It looks simple, but then it's like, alright, how are we gonna get all 6 in 10 seconds? Maybe that's not so bad. I think we're gonna have to utilize some pretty fancy movement here, because this is very sharp turns. Oh yeah, this is gonna blow. Alright, let's do it. Oh no! Oh no! Dang it. Alright, still gold with that big flop at the end, so let's try it again. I'm just going from the right side. Probably you could do this one really fast if you had like really good control of your glide. Yeah, there we go. 1.77 seconds above the platinum time there. Makes me think the developers really struggle doing that one themselves. Alright. Get a spree easy sky drop there. We have a matchbox up in this tree. That means there's maybe a matchbox up in some other tree somewhere else. I mean, not guaranteed, but kind of likely. usually the bigger matchboxes, the further away the game is expecting you to stand to solve it, so this really big matchbox makes me think we should be able to comfortably see it from somewhere. Like, we can't really see it from over here. Oh, we can. So, from up here somewhere, maybe? I see a light motif over there. That's a different green matchbox. It's not this one, is it? Oh, wow. That was far away. That would have been hard to find. We're very lucky to have found that. Alright, let's get this hidden ring. Let's get the shy aura. Oop. That was just a timed shy aura, I guess. Didn't need to do that fancy nonsense. I feel like I might have seen the green one of this while we were up in the air. Let's go back in the air and look down. Maybe it will jog my memory. Yeah, there it is. Oop, I missed. Well, we know where it is now, so just stand over here, grab it, grab that. Good to go. Alright. Let's run over to Verdant Glen at this point. I'm going to look for match 3 puzzles, and we're going to head over to the Temple of Infinite Rings to finish off this daily quest I have, and then see if we can't finish off the match 3 daily quest as well. Kind of a tricky one, because I feel like everything we do messes something up. So that's not good. That's the same thing. That's not good. That's not good. That's the same thing. That's not good. Wait, was that good? No, that wasn't good. That's not good. Aha. There we go. That was surprisingly tricky, despite how simple it looked. Random glow orb that I saw and decided I wanted to do. Alright, can we get some more match 3s in his house? Oh snap, son. Sorry. I'll stop talking like it's the 90s. Okay, let's see if we can find this match 3 matchbox, not a match 3. This is also not a match 3 though, for the record, which is what I said I was gonna be over here doing. Let's look for those match 3s. 3 more match 3s might be a little bit of a stretch, so I might actually just not do that this episode. I might either do that as a cleanup after I finish recording, or save it for next episode. We'll see. Let's go to the temple already, and then maybe if there's like a match 3 in there, we'll decide what we want to do. So here we go. We want to get just 15 of these. I'm glad there's no penalty for, like, clicking these wrong, because some of them are actually, like, kind of annoying to do. Oh, gosh. Alright, just 3 more. Probably from a session as short and small as this one, we're not going to see any extra completion in our save stats. But, I mean, it's a thought that counts, maybe? Perfect. Let's take a quick look on the walls outside, see if there's any match 3s we need to do. Here's one. Kind of doing vibes-based puzzle solving here, just like, if that looks good, do that move. I hear a hidden archway, but I don't see it. It must be on the other side of this wall. That is nice. Let's think of an area I don't really go to often in this zone. Actually, I guess it wouldn't matter because match 3s are wall slab puzzles, huh? So I just need to go to a place that I know has wall slabs. So I know over here has wall slabs. Let's see, we are solved here though, so... Where else has wall slabs? In here has some, I think. Back here in the back of this area. Here we go, here's a new match 3 for us. Okay. This is close. We want to make... There we go. We want to make a match 3 without a match 4. Alright. We just need one more match 3, and that's where we're going to call it here. I'm not going to ignore a hidden cube glimmering in my face. We can also do a, one of these guys really quick, I don't mind. Me misclicking a whole bunch. Let's see, we do not want to do that. I feel like that was slightly harder than a 1-pipper. I don't know, you tell me. That was like at least a 2-pipper, right? Here's this matchbox that was down here. Here's another interesting looking matchbox. We're not really looking for matchboxes though. Hey, stop getting distracted, me. This puzzle is complete. Okay. Hold on, hold on. Hidden cubes we don't ignore, we go back for them. Feels like it's above or below me, so... Yep, there it is. On this little ledge. Any match 3 over here? Nope. Here, another match 3. I bet it's up on this pillar too, huh? Yep. There it is. Did I say match 3? I meant hidden cube. Let's see, Sentinel Stone. We take these. These are usually pretty easy. Two-pip logic grid over there. I sleep. At this point, I'm kind of just trying to finish out the episode here. I say as I pick up a totally unrelated type of puzzle, but it's going pretty quickly, so maybe that's okay. Got something back here, right? Yep. And then our puzzle is shrinking this way. So our last one is down here. There it is. Okay. 1 pip. Looks easy enough, at least. Just some pentaminos. Okay, if we don't have a new match 3 here, which we do not, I'm just going to cut and then go look for one. So I will be back once I find a last match 3 for the puzzle. I might do some other puzzles just in between. I'll decide if I want to cut in for those or not. So be right back. For example, sweet hidden ring, a quick crystal labyrinth, a sentinel stone, a quick pattern grid. Yes, I pre-solved it, okay. It wasn't like that, I swear. Another 2-pip logic grid. Another crystal labyrinth. And missed the par time there by 0.1 second. Kinda hate to see that. A sightseer. A 3-pip logic grid, which I accidentally solved before remembering I was supposed to get the solve on camera. Whoops. Kind of just occurred to me, maybe I should check the map to make sure there's actually some match 3s available. Yeah, there's 6 available. What do the other areas look like for match 3s? 3 in the Autumn Fall. And they don't exist in the Shady Wildwood or the Serene Deluge. Okay. So there's only 9 match 3s available in the whole world right now. It's kind of a lonely world, I guess, if you're a match 3 lover anyways. Anyways, I will be back once I find more puzzle. And no, I'm not going to put this on camera, jeez. I mean, I'll show that I solved it, but I'm not going to make you sit through it when I'm trying to finish an episode here. Alright, +1 crystal maze. I think there might actually be... I remember when we were in Lucian Waters looking down, there was a wall tile over here, right? That has a match 3 on it? Well, there is a wall tile over here, just doesn't have a match 3 on it. Okay, the search continues. There we go, I think I finally found one. Nope, bamboozled. What's becoming painfully obvious to me is that I apparently don't know Verdant Glen that well, because I'm having a hard time finding this puzzle, even though there's kind of a lot of them, right? Yeah, there's 6 more, and I can't find any of them? Jeez. Well, let's see. I know there's a couple more wall tile spawns over here. Here we go, finally. Jeez, wow. I've probably solved like 20 more puzzles off camera just running around looking for this thing. But anyways, here we go. This is what we came for. This is looking pretty crazy, actually. Let's see if we can do this first, and then this. See, I want to drop these tiles. Somehow. No, that's not how we want to do it. We did want to drop the tiles, but like there's no way to do it in the way I've set it up here. So let's try doing this move first, maybe. Then we can do... Let's see, we need to deal with this blue tile over here somehow. What if we do this move first? Not really giving us a great way to go about doing this. Is this going to be one of those match 3s? Let's see. This isn't looking good. I feel like this feels like an intuitive move because we get rid of one color. Then we can get rid of another color, but now we're kind of like stuck. got jump scared by something behind me. Let's see here. Okay. So it's some kind of progress, at least. Okay, what if we kind of do this, like, top to bottom, maybe? So we can kind of tackle these pinks and the green on the side. Now we've shrunk the puzzle, which is good. Let's see, we can do this, and then this. Not quite what we're looking for. What about something like this? No, we really have a problem with these blue tiles on the side. But if we do this match 3, how many blue tiles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we basically want to do 3 match 3s. Let's see. There we go. That sets us up for the solution. Awesome. Okay, great. Tough match 3. Okay. Puzzle boxes or armillary rings I'll definitely take. 10 movement puzzles? Oh, 10 movement puzzles is kind of tough. I'll take 8 perspective puzzles, but 10 movement puzzles, like, I don't know. That's like, I don't even know if there's 10 movement puzzles available in the world right now. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Thanks for watching. If you like, if you're enjoying, like, comment, subscribe, etc. And hope to see you next time. Ooh, hidden cube. But until then, see ya!